We're actually going to get into some news here. This is actually going to move fairly quick through the end of this. Momfluencer Ruby Franke, 8 passengers YouTube channel was arrested for aggravated child abuse. The momfluencer behind one of YouTube's most famous channels. I've never heard of this channel before. Most famous channel is arrested in Utah under suspicious 2 counts of aggravated child abuse. 8 passengers host Ruby Frank is listed in custody in Washington County Sheriff's Office website after being taken into custody on June 30th. Her business partner and Connections co-founder, Jody Hillebrand, was also arrested that day under the same suspicions. In Utah, the definition of aggravated child abuse includes starvation, broken bones, head injuries, and hitting or shaking and suffocation. Is intentionally inflicted, a perpetrator faces up to 15 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Frank's sister released a joint statement to social media following the arrest, stating justice needed to happen. And you can see plenty of different little, pictures. Momfluencer Ruby Frank was being arrested. That's what she looks like, obviously with makeup. 8 passengers channel host was taken in custody. Um, Okay. And then this one says, finally. Okay. So apparently there's been people that have suspected her for actually being something of danger to her children. Anyway, for the last 3 years, we had kept quiet in the subject of her sister Ruby Frank in the sake of the children behind the public scene. We have done everything we could to try to make sure that the kids were safe. The siblings said they wouldn't feel right being about posting regular content without addressing Frank's arrest. Ruby was arrested, which needed to happen. Jody was arrested, which needed to happen. The statement continued. The kids are now safe, which is the number one priority. Frank's estranged daughter, Sherry, also posted a photo on Instagram story and police outside the mother's home and wrote, finally, she had a second story in which she said she and her family were glad Ruby was taken away. Today has been a big day. Me and my family are so glad justice is being served. We've been trying to tell the police and the CPS for years about this, and so glad they finally decided to step up. Sherry, 20, noted that the kids are safe and acknowledged that there's a long road ahead. The 8 passengers channel, which is at one point had 2.5 million subscribers, followed the lives of Ruby, her husband, Kevin Frank, and her 6 children, Sherry, Chad, Abby, Julie, Russell, and Eve. As for Kevin, he told us via his attorney, Randy Kester, that his urgent focus is simply to keep his children together under his fatherly care. Expo 75. You really want to actually see yourself get yeeted? Stop posting ignorant posts from your clipboard. Find something better to say, you freaking bot. Rumors of child abuse began circulating in 2020 when Chad shared the vlog in the bedroom had been taken away from after he played pranks on a younger brother. What the flock, you're over there, right? If you're still with us, you just go yeet him. Yeet that account for me. I'm sick of dealing with it. The Frank family told Insider that they're teaching the kids under the consequences of their actions and blamed viewers for stirring up drama. The publication obtained a letter in the Division of Child and Family Services that said the case against the Franks had been closed because of allegations of unsubstantiated. However, the famous family couldn't shake the rumors. What was once a prolific channel quickly turned into a desolate space and eventually was removed from YouTube altogether. So that you can see, wonderful pictures of the family, more pictures of the family. Ruby and Hillebrand, a therapist whose license was suspended after she talked to the patient's porn addiction to her Mormon church, founded Connections in June 2022 and was immediately accused of being a cult. The YouTube channel for Connections, which is still live on the company's website, promises to help people successfully navigate life. The group also says it meant to be mom's support group, but videos published by Ruby and Hildebrandt advise parents not to love their children unconditionally. In September 2022, Sherry spoke out against the extreme beliefs of Connections. Please know that many of the working in this situation, I hope one day we can be whole again. Sherry wrote on Instagram at the time. Please respect my privacy as I work through my own healing as well. This particular instance is kind of disturbing in itself. Uh, for them to abuse their children in multiple different ways, even putting them online, even by putting them online, is abuse in itself. Don't ever put your children, allow your children to do this kind of stuff. This is adult stuff. When it comes to actually producing content, there's no reason whatsoever why you should allow your children to do such a thing. Thank you, What the Flock. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, and Jiraiya, and now Expo is now yeeted, and you won't ever see anything from them ever again. As long as, hopefully, hopefully that's the case. As long as they don't have another account to actually go ahead and continue to do that. This case is kind of sad and disturbing in itself, and hopefully everybody gets the help they need with the situation. My youngest wanted to stream. I told her no. She does not need to be set out for the horrors that kids online face. Yes, no, don't do it. Even as an adult, doing this kind of stuff, it really seriously is very taxing. It takes a lot out of you. And when you get assholes that are out there that like to mistreat others as well as yourself, you really seriously you catch a lot. You catch a lot more than people actually think. Those that are in and around this community uh, of mine that I love and appreciate all so much for being around. Y'all kind of understand that and get the point of where I'm going with that. Lisa, sleep well, dear. Have a good one. Um, Living life vicariously through your kids is not okay. No, never, never. One of 50 accounts moves maneuver. Check. Yes. Yeah. Don't put your children online. Even social media in itself can be a little much and unnecessary for children. It never should actually be a thing.